Doug, I think it's a great point.
It's now or never for either of these two teams. Copenhagen on the mind, a best of 5 to decide it all, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Kicking off on Haven. OpTic starting off on the attack. It's been very well documented. They like to play fast. They love this neon pick, and Ballad seems to work out for them.
Yeah, Victor immediately looking to get some information bottom mid, and nobody pushing. The push is coming on the other side over towards A, and right now OpTic is leaning really heavily into the C split right off the bat, and XSET have backed off immediately to not seeing anything in A lobby and making the rotation right away.
Very early, and well, I mean, fortunately, they're right. You see the smoke start to come out from Aaron. First kill goes in favor of Cryo. We've got to watch that duel. This Cryo Yay head-to-head. It's going to be a good one. Spike's still not out. It hasn't really made it past Covey. I think they still have time to flip the map if they wanted to, Ball.
Yeah, they do. It's going to be hinged on Victor, whether he can get something in this fast B push! And he does pick off Cryo, but BCJ responds. He's got an opening here to cut off Zekin.
Or Zekin's got an opening to cut him off! Oh, and the frenzy from that distance takes care of Zekin. The Spike now making its way to A. And they've left a trap for him in the form of Crashies.
And why, yeah, that trap is huge too, because again, he's cutting off that A-link spot, but he could also see whether anybody else is rotating into him, but he gets caught from the backside and still gets the kill.
They got full-on windmill, swung around, and Crashies gets the second. This has gone sideways. Man, I really thought XSET had the setup. They had a chance to cut off the trap in mid. You had the flank coming from Def through defender spawn. It just all kind of falls apart. Now you've got BCJ left with 36 HP. Victor and Crashies are both weak, but it's just not enough to do. OpTic take the opener in this best of 5.
And they, after taking down EG, they are the best pistol team left that we have. So not a surprise that we see them go up 1-0, and I think they reacted great to what XSET did was a counter-strat. Right off the bat, they know OpTic, if they're not doing anything in a lobby, if Victor's not running down with a flash, with anything like that, then they're going to probably go somewhere else on the map. So immediately they rotate off instead of taking that extra space, and that did net them a defense on the C site, but not on the rotation. The gamble is too easy for Victor to take advantage of.
There's this fast that they were looking for in A main. Nope. Bye on the side of XSET.
Position from Zekin's good up top. But with lighter guns, only 1 kill. That's not necessarily what you want, especially not getting the Spectre either. And OpTic's walking into, basically. Ooh, nice shot from Zekin. Can you do anything else? Yes?
Nah, man, come on. Dashes away, 19 HP. Cryo's now showing up, and Cryo still has 5 bullets left in his Headhunter, but the Spike looks like it's rotating out.
Yeah, not actually. He fainted a little bit. But can he get a gun? That's what they want to try to deny, and they have a timing. Cryo's rotating off right now, and OpTic, while they are bad in anti-eco rounds, looks like this one... He just got away.
No way. I mean, by the slimmest of margins.
It does give them an opportunity to fight back into this with the post plant. But they're just waiting to see. Is he reflanking through sewers? That's what Marvin's checking right now. That's what Finesse is waiting on as well. Has to hold 2 angles at the same time, but Second does not want to give them anything. Meanwhile, Cryo has a big angle towards C long, so he knows that this is real. As soon as there's any noise.
Wow. Patience. And the knife doesn't hit. He's not going to have that for the rest of this fight. Still not fully understanding where Cryo is. I don't think they have an idea of where Zekin is either. You see the gravity well delay as the Spike ticks away. First couple of bullets have been exchanged as another smoke goes up. Cloudburst to provide some cover at the dash shot. Zekin safely made his way in for now. Cryo falls. Zekin's gonna have to do it himself. A 1v1, no, but the knife's out. And Zekin got 4 on the round, but OpTic get the round anyway.
But they only come through with 1 of these Spectres. And money's still, you know, kind of okay here, given that they got the Spike down. Got that little bonus. But definitely not the round that they wanted, especially after Victor got 2 kills off the rip. Zekin was just monstrous on that A site, walking around with his free gun. And now they have a fantastic eco advantage here against OpTic.
I got the Spike.
They're really leaning into this, fainting towards this A lobby right now. with the wall, with the flash. But immediately, BCJ has sent his Trailblazer all the way through. So once again, rotating early off of nothing in A lobby.
Note how often BCJ has to use that Trailblazer early in the round to have to force to clear something out that they may not know.
They just smoked off the trademark and worked their way in the flash to fight, but Def is ready.
Looks like that flash may have gone just maybe perhaps a bit wide. I'm not sure. Either way, Marv tries to push his way in. The trademark, excuse me, now cleared out.
Gotta go.
This is Victor. Mulls over. How fast he wants to go. He doesn't have the fast lane anymore.
Nice short,
spotting
just
nothing.
Cleared Cubby. And Victor's already in the smoke, all quiet. With no dog here to clear this out, this is actually a difficult spot, and he can get out really fast if there's some sort of support.
And now they have two here. If you get one, maybe yes, but truly you don't expect the second, and there it is. Okay. Victor, quiet. Yeah, they don't expect him. The dash comes through. The gravity while he waits. He's still going unchecked. Oh, no. 1, 2, and then he gets cleaned up. And XSET win it out anyway. That could have been disaster.
It's a good idea. It definitely could have, but 1 second is through as well. He's causing such havoc on the rest of the site, and he has to let him by to get any more extra value out of that. The right play, but unfortunately, the double stack did expose, who was it, Crashies, right next to him with his gun out. And there's an easy wallbang opportunity. So they went into that trying to set up the deep play, late play for Victor, the long con. And they go down to a 3v5 because of it. That pick as well from Def, great awareness from him that they're pushing on that B site. Not trusting the trademark. And XSET's got something cooked up here. They've got 4 players over towards this left side of the map. Only BCJ left over towards A.
Here Victor's ult used. Oh, and oh no, Cryo spams through, and now the ult comes through as well and drops him as Victor looks for a second. Sure enough, he finds it. He didn't realize there was somebody just on the other side of the smoke. A 3v3 here as BCJ is able to find a fortunate one through the smoke. Now numbers in favor of XSET. Crashies and Marv with not much to work with here. This would be an insane conversion if they could make it happen, but now the Spike's sitting in garage and Marv with a whole lot of options, none of them really good. He has to figure out how he's going to get through this round.
There was a lot going on there as Marv tries to go for flank. Not going to net himself any extra eco damage. And yeah, I mean, that was a cool strat from OpTic. The fact that they're pushing into spawn, really pushing into C-Link with the overdrive from Victor. But everything else, where, you know, you're expecting a C-Long push, you're expecting a garage take to come with that so that you could push from all 3 lanes at the same time. Instead, Crashes is having an engagement with BCJ on A-Link, and the rest of the team can't really get any space on C-Long at all. And it was eco, don't forget. So now we've got the guns. Now we're going back towards this A lobby pressure. And XSET's here in full strength.
It's a slightly different look here. You see the flash to try to get him in the same. Now you see the paranoia and the rolling thunder to push him through. Victor's the only one who's stuck on the other side of A mainies, and Cubby the Trailblazer will allow OpTic to get back together.
But I'll take that trade any day of the week. They just used the rolling thunder immediately, and it was they used the paranoia as well. It was a great trap, but unfortunately Victor's stun nullified it all because everybody who was going to push on A long from the rolling thunder from Def was stunned up. So OpTic getting a little lucky there, I'd say, because they walked right into that trap.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they have their bases covered.
I've got your trail.
Another flash shot from BCJ confirming there's no one in A main. The Seekers now to clear him out while OpTic starts to work their way into B. Fault line is is tucked just on the other side of the smoke. The spam is good. The flash to swing, and it seems like BCJ may have walked out just a bit too early. Aaron with the trade, though. 4v3 in favor of OpTic. Spike ticking away as Cryo's holding this angle. He's got an operator, but he's gonna have to do it up close. Finesse drops that weapon as well. 3v2 here, Victor in window. He's cozy, and Crashies is cleaning things up on the site himself. OpTic take the lead back.
That was such a good round as they walked out of B. They've noticed XSET's playing retake on this site. both times they've had that engagement. Def got a first kill one time because of Victor running into him. And then Def again was playing really far back in the last round when they went for that. Ye is insane. You saw how he played anti-flash before it even started coming. He knew. Got the first kill, the sky coming through this. He's always rotating through A-Link. That's a tendency that XSET has. And he's instantly turning. Nobody else is really covering him. He just knows instinctively that that is about to come.
Sort of force used early on by Cryo. They still have enough for a light-ish buy. Aaron, the one exception with the Spectre, but Rifles the rest of the way.
The default here from OpTic, just trying to get some A-long control, but look at this. Stacked right next to each other. Chance to follow up on the dog, but no. Speeding backwards too.
Blinded.
XSET does not want to give up control of A-long, not give him any space to actually execute. Especially given the KO ult that's on board right now.
That one. That one right there. The fast lane, they spot BCJ. Well, the flash came through, he's able to land the shots anyways. Victor now continuing to push the pace, but once again, we see OpTic play this where they apply a lot of pressure, they dump a lot of utility, and then they flip the map.
And Ye has a pretty strong guarantee that
You are divided.
the site is clear, and there's the Astral Divide as well. Should be able to net them a plant, but it gives a lot of space to XSET, and they're known to take advantage of this.
30 seconds
Aaron.
left.
Slipped him behind him. There's only one player in long to kind of help cut this off. Now they group up together. The flash to swing out as Aaron falls. Cryo with the tour de force as you hear the walls about to go down. This player's just on the outside. A box of spam is through. Zekin's able to get one, but Victor with the third on the round. It's still close though. 2v3. Gotta get on the tap. And you've got Marv playing in Cubby. There's the first bit of delay. How much more do they have? It's not landing for long. Yeah, Marv had to go big there, and of course he does. OpTic with the 2-round lead.
So well played again from OpTic. I thought there was a concern there. As Aaron took all that space on the backside of that Cosmic Divide, he had I mean, he's the smoker. He could put down a smoke on C-Long, and I think that was the plan, was to reduce the amount of people on site, play for the plant, but OpTic just doesn't commit everybody to it. Stay two on the wall, and Victor played fantastic around it to stay alive for as long as he did and to get the value that he did too. As soon as they took down Aaron, the round's pretty much wrapped up because Ye is playing in C-Long. And they also have the flank from Crashes too. Last time they were in this setup, they went for a fast push into C-Link from Victor. And it looks like they're feinting it again. No, he's in, but he finds himself a little cubby. So much utility spent. OpTic's so good at that. I think they already recognize what's going on the pistols of XSET.
Here.
Not much to their name here. They still have the Marshal in the hands of BCJ, but it's all the way down long. Spike's nowhere there. Aaron has a chance at something, but pretty difficult spot here. This is Ball. This is one of the things that feels like OpTic does really well. Is you think about the last couple of rounds, they've thrown a lot of misdirection. You never really know if a sight hit is actually a sight hit. And here, take a look at this example. Numbers advantage, gun advantage, silence. They're not applying pressure anywhere. They introduce so much doubt and misdirection in the mind of their opponents, so you just keep them on your toes at all times.
30 seconds
And they
left.
play around their cooldown so well, the information and abilities too. And looks like they want to clean up
One enemy
the
remaining.
anti-eco, and I think they will. Second last player remaining. It was the problem last time, but no. He's gone. It's a Prime Gaming flawless. Out. You're talking about the misdirection. We're kind of beating around the bush with the conditioning that's going on right now with Victor and his walls that he's putting down. For example, here down a short. Yeah, he's going to challenge 3 players. It's too easy.
Second gets traded out.
And he's already... They've gotten a lot of space. That TP, yeah, he's going to call. He TP'd out after the kill. And that puts BCJ in a great spot. No information about the sky has been given on A, though, and they've just walked out with smokes. No utility besides that. And Def thinks, not anymore. He thinks that the site is not actually taken. And Victor, they're clearing everything out. Marv's still here to hold the flank.
Easily could have gone either way. BCJ hears that, understands there's someone pushing through, takes the knife out. There's speed boost, a couple shots to the back of the head, and that's all it's going to be. And now they drop the Seekers. They're going to take a run at this. Cryo still has the operator. This is going to be a difficult retake, though. Victor's still playing it short. He's able to delay so much with the stun, but he falls anyway. Numbers back in favor of XSET. Spike ticking away. They don't have a lot of time. And it's all going to fall into Crashy's. Aaron drops down from heaven as BCJ gets to defuse.
Great handling of that from BCJ on the flank. Marv a little impatient there. He was in a position that was really awkward to hold the flank from grass, from garage, and also window at the same time. So he chooses just to push down one of the lanes instead and try to get the flank off. And fortunately makes noise where BCJ can hear. That's the trouble when you lose Ye early. And he's 5 and 6 right now. Got the 1 kill on long, but then Cryo steps up to the plate, takes the angle that his teammate lost. And XSET's going back to a standard play. The other thing, too, was when BCJ came on that flank against Victor. Victor was very worried about the flash coming out from him, so right up to the C-split. But look, the spike's not even here in XSET. They're all rotating.
They bite so hard, man. We saw it in the pistol round. Perhaps the propensity, the tendency to over-rotate a bit.
He spots 4.
Flash gets him everything. Now the spike starts to go, but note again, as you were mentioning, XSET still think the hit's here.
Yeah, but how do they get out of this as well? They're going to want to try to find a pick, of course, with the 2 players that they have on the site, with the constriction that they're putting on them, but XSET's starting to read into it. And they're walking onto the A site, so as soon as this plant goes, no, they're going to try to back up and play a 4v5 post plant, it looks like, with Victor still cautious on the rotation.
How the heck did Crashies even get out of there? And now Victor may get the timing. Zekin looking at the angle. They're going to pass right by each other, but Victor hot to trot right behind him. Zekin makes his way through. Looks like it's going to be a flank from both sides, from short and from defender spawn. You see the paranoia come out as they try to take the side, but BCJ's already fallen. Marv playing there as Victor now starts to apply the pressure. Crashies does too. XSET get picked to shreds as OpTic get to 6.
It's one of those games where Finesse has just got the playbook downloaded already. I mean, we could see it from pistol, like you were talking about. The amount that XSET is rotating off of information. And that's good on them, because they're trying to make the right read, but OpTic's so quick to adapt. And the great thing that they've been doing, that they've added to their playbook, is these silent hits that they've done the last couple of rounds. In this specific instance, right, they throw out the utility and then they cut noise on the C site. But XSET can't push into it because they could be there.
They're just so versatile. So many different variations to how they like to play. And here's a slightly different one. This time you leave one person watching the flank in the form of Marv, but other than that, it's just going to be a full take into C, the Seekers to pave the way. And XSET don't have a ton to fight back with. 2 Guardians. That's all it is in the hands of Def and Zekin.
They're so confident that they just took the site with 3 people.
And Ye just boldly jumping back into that angle with the operator. Trying to find another. Remember, Zekin, nah. Had a Guardian. As this round looks all but unwinnable, really.
Enemy remaining.
Yep.
Yep.
Flawless.
Prime Gaming Flawless rounds comes through as OpTic gets to 7. Again, worth mentioning, XSET light buy there, but you start to wonder if there's a way for XSET to kind of get back into this, because it feels like, although the score's only 7-3, this could very easily be a 9-3.
Oh, for sure. This time, making a read that they're going to lean off of C, play retake. After the 1 successful round that they've had in a couple last ones, has been that C push with 3 players. OpTic's like, nope, we're just gonna walk up C. This is okay. And we're gonna just walk out because I know you're not gonna play this with more than, 1 person in that round. 0.
Yeah.
Finesse has just got such a good read on how XSET wants to play against them specifically. That is tough to see how XSET could crack this. I mean, there's definitely ideas, right? Well, let's walk down C again. Let's play it a little bit more in B so we can fast rotate to either side and actually fight the sites. But I just know that OpTic is going to react in an equally as good way.
Another different lookout, another early rolling thunder. The paranoia, you see the idea again. They fight for A main through the paranoia, through the rolling thunder. Just doesn't net a lot, and now they can regress into the space. But BCJ on the other side of the smoke, he's not able to find anything. Now they've got the null command, the flash. XSET, they got here fast. They want to fight for this space, and Aaron's the first one there. Forcing OpTic to go into plan B.
30 seconds left.
But we've seen this before. We've seen them feint this A hit, actually try to take it as soon as they realize that there's more here from XSET.
Yeah, but
They
the thing is,
rotate
Paula,
off.
this is slightly different. There's less time here.
But Finesse also just got a lot of information about how that's playing. He saw Aaron down the flank. He saw Zekin and how he's rotating. All they have to account for now is Cryo and pick off this Aaron push that they know for sure is coming.
Yeah, you look at Victor. His crosshair's already placed there, waiting for Aaron to creep his way forward. Oh, what? How does Aaron win that out? Thought he was going to be able to find a second. The problem is there wasn't aggression at the same time. They isolate the gunfights, and Zekin's left alone in this 1v2. Yeah, he has an OpTic Cloudburst to provide some cover in the tap. But how else does he play this? What does he do? The Cloudburst goes down, the bullets ring true, but it's a 1v1, 36 HP, and Ye wisely backs up. Zekin's going to get the kill, but is he going to get it?
Just got it. Just barely.
Unreal play from Zekin.
There was time there. Ye did not recognize that he was not halved yet.
Last round.
And he had no more smokes. He just took the fight. No defuse at all. 2 smokes used to try to feint it. They didn't bite on the first one. Marv just backs off in that situation. And then he walks up with 3 bullets for the Red Bull clutch. Look at him, ice cold.
Yeah, calm, man. Not a single reaction.
And they've just, they've just saved the game right there with that round.
And we're wondering how they get back into it. It was off of the heroics. Cryo with the op. Cursor's high. The bullet runs wide. Now they dump utility again. We've talked about this, Bala. The feint to hit A. This time the spike making its way forward.
No
It
pressure.
seems like they're serious about this one.
Yeah, no pressure from XSET in this case. They want to play the retake, and OpTic's happy to oblige.
ECJ with the judge. It's going to be late to the party. Now showing up as they try to attempt this as a group of 5. No rolling thunder. Oh, yay. Spotted a gun barrel. How the heck do they do this? The knife is actually going to hit, what, three players? It's on the other side of the smoke, and Aaron just recklessly runs his way through the smoke. He gets 2 at the Spectre. Cryo's still up top. How on earth have they done it? That was clinical.
So good from XSET. And they wrap up the last and final round of the half. This is looking like a close game. Much XSET and OpTic. And XSET's closest bout to an international tournament. And they're starting off pretty well. A lot of people doubted them in this series, but so far so good. Looks like we're going to have a competition in this best of 5.
It's interesting to think through how XSET want to approach this on the attacking half and the drastic difference to how OpTic like to play it. And mind you, a lot of it is in the competition. They like to go fast. They have the tools to do that. It's not quite the same on the side of XSET.
This is the half that OpTic dominates on this map and others as well. They're one of the best defensive-sided teams and one of the most unique as well. And the fact that they love to try to stop the plant from going down from the attackers. And you can see the split that they have. 2, 3, 3 on this A site, and they might challenge back here in A long.
There it is, the flash, the dash, the kills come through as Cryo gets 2.
3 bullets, 2 kills. Finds the head of both of them with the flash coming out. Really well prepped from them. knowing with that smoke, that is always a possibility. So OpTic may have overplayed
30
their hand
seconds
right
left.
there and let XSET into a possibility of striking back with a pistol win of their own.
Finesse starting to rotate off, doesn't have a knife to gather info. At least not yet. We'll see when it comes back up. The dash goes through as the site has been taken, the spike down with 13 seconds left.
Spike planted.
And now they know.
One way possible here from Aaron. And he'll toss that out. Hard to get through with what OpTic has. Only one flash.
I was about to say no armor. Not that it would have really mattered in that situation. Cryo's got the fourth, and Aaron gets the last. XSET take the pistol. We were talking about how OpTic, really the best remaining pistol team in this tournament. For XSET to snatch that back, that's big on this half, Balla.
It absolutely is. And they shut down one of the trap plays that OpTic had by Cryo hitting 2 nasty shots on the Victor and crashes through that smoke. And now we'll see what OpTic has in store for our eco rounds here. Well, the first half, actually, OpTic got a lot of chances against XSET's eco round. And that's kind of why the score was the way that it was. They had the economic advantage the entire time. Now's their chance to cut back into this lead.
Heavy stack towards C from the side of OpTic, and that's exactly where XSET are headed. Victor playing on the other side of the smoke, takes a step back as the Trailblazer comes through, so you know there's someone on the right side. Victor has not been cleared out yet.
XSET make the right decision. After spotting Marv close by, knows that there's definitely going to be more stacked.
Again, they only know it's one, though.
All that information they just gathered, that XSET is backing off. They put Marv in this cubby, but he's isolated, low HP already, just a classic.
Very well played by XSET, man. They're checking off all the boxes. They're doing all the right things.
Blocking sight.
I want to say it was Victor who said it. When you only got 13 rounds and a half, rounds like this matter more than people realize. XSET have to get through this cleanly, and that's exactly what they do. A prime gaming flawless as we're tied up at 7.
Took a little bit from OpTic in that first half right there. You saw how patient they were after there was any sort of pressure on the other side of that smoke, knowing that there could be multiple players on the other side. There could be shotguns. So OpTic not known to go for that too often. And then they regroup. They spot that there's re-aggression down long C. And after that, the plan was broken from OpTic, and they didn't have a plan B, since they needed to rotate over towards A just in case. But now we've got guns. Pressure right away. And we don't have that breach fault line anymore from OpTic on this comp. We didn't get to see much of their defensive side against EG last week.
Cover going out.
But that might be a problem here in A lobby. You could see Victor already struggling to try to get out of A long.
Mid hit's interesting. Zekin has gotten all the way back site, and they want to push garage. They've dropped the paranoia, and now the flashes. Zekin's there, lying in wait. Now they push away forward, but where does the spike go from here? Look at Zekin, he's heading all the way to A. And he doesn't get the timing, he doesn't get the shots. Crashy's wise to it, trades that back out. Now Seeker's dropped. Another couple kills going back and forth. 2v2 here. It is just Spectres on the other side, but they are able to get one on EA. Crashy's so good in the clutches. Seekers pushes him back.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, you can't give him these. 7 HP for Crashies. BCJ at 70. Spike still not down. He's going to challenge. He's going to swing, and 3 on the round for BCJ as XSET take the lead.
What a good round from BCJ and XSET in general. And they continue to shut down OpTic's defense.
That was with 1 Vandal, by the way, on the side of XSET.
The bonus
One enemy
just
remaining.
converted. And that is a huge blow to OpTic, which we talked about how the first half was an economic win for them for the most part. Obviously some great reads as well. But now OpTic in that same position, and XSET having such good success getting these plants down.
Going fast here. Victor has a frenzy. Given the pace, I thought he might have the ult already, but nope. Just a frenzy.
What?
Oh my gosh. Your sense ain't high enough to win that one out, man. 4v3 here in favor of OpTic again. Remember, it's just a Spectre in the hands of Morph. Everything else is pistols.
They just got a handle.
Yeah, this has not been clean.
Oh, Finesse, you gotta get this. No. Just for a second, he hesitated.
Oh, I think he had a frenzy.
Just
It's hard, man. Yeah.
Sure, but he definitely hesitated. Not to like try to find any timing or anything like that, just to make sure that he was trying to get that kill. And now, Ye did recover the Vandal. Marved also a Spectre here. But they're spread wide. We saw one round like this from XSET where they had to rotate off. And it didn't go well for them. They're grouped up, though. So they should get a trade on Ye if they... Oh, he's hell. He's here.
And it's Ye.
There's no TP for him, though.
30 seconds left.
One and done.
Last player
It's Ye,
standing.
though. Not able to find any value out of that.
The ADS king there, and it betrays him.
How does Marv play this out? He's been able to upgrade to a Vandal, light armor, in this 1v2, and Cryo's weak. How are they positioned? You've got BCJ, who's tucked in by short. Waiting. Here at the flash, it goes a little bit wide, but they swing at the right time together as Marv falls. XSET get to 9.
I was talking about how OpTic is such a good team at denying the spike plants. But XSET so far, from what I can tell, have planted every single round. In the regular season, Doug, OpTic was 51% of the time denying the plant. And XSET was second best with only 30%. That is such
not even close.
A drastic difference. And it speaks to how they like to play. Haven is much more difficult to get a stat line like that. I'm sure it's much lower on this map. But still, XSET every single round.
Nope, both chambers have used their tour de force here. Victor's tucked his way all the way up short. We've got Crashy's repositioning. Excuse me, Long Crashy's is the one who's in fact going to be taken short.
Spike down A.
They needed something like that. A first kill to open things up for them. Yeah, again, an off angle for him, and he's got a trip to cover his garage, so no worries on that regard.
No way Cryo wins it out.
He's been so good against Ye so far in the head-to-head.
And that's one big matchup that we highlighted at the beginning. BCJ now the tip of the spear swings his way out. Mark trades him.
Down C.
3v3 here as XSET decide they want to double down. They want to take C-side, and well, for all intents and purposes, it's theirs. Unless Crashies can do something about it here. I mean, you've got a flash, you've got an aftershock, you've got everything being thrown your way.
Spike planted.
Crashies takes Herazekin. 1v2 here. Stacking up, they're lining up. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to happen. The transfer was there, but Def hits 3 and XSET get to 10.
I think he thought he ended up not being right whatsoever. This
Early
map,
flash gets some info. Victor has his ult. Ult in a frenzy.
Crashes looked like he wanted to get squeaky through that smoke.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And that is a scary sign to me. OpTic need to tighten up, not get looser in this instance. Breach ult here, and Finesse is getting on site as well. This could hit everybody. And it does.
Oh, except for Crashies. How he's got unchecked.
What?
Crashies with 2! But Cryo trades him out finally. The thing is, OpTic have taken back control of the site. You've got Finesse who's literally sitting on it 1-for-1, and now Ye's arrived too. It's all gonna fall onto Def to do it himself. He's got the spike, he's gonna get it down. Ye with 10 HP, so in a lot of ways, it's for all intents and purposes a 1v1.
Yeah, but he could trade his body easily for a trade for Marved.
And Ye going first, as expected. Def expecting
One
something.
enemy remaining.
Shoulder, it's there. 1v1, he gets out of it clean. Where's the other player? The snap as Def gets 3, the Red Bull clutch for XSET.
XSET winning every single possible clutch right now. And that one was huge. Def, the leader of the team. And they continued to have a flawless half. He played this perfectly as well. Spotting the cross, sees Ye, is walking up. Also knows that nobody has crossed yet unless they really got a lucky timing. So he knows Marv's on the left, and he's going to take that fight every day of the week.
See a slight difference there in the reaction cams. XSET players starting to smile, right? Like stark difference from what we saw at the beginning of the map. Yep. Might not be time to smile yet, though. Seekers to push him back, and it seems like OpTic. I thought for a moment they were going to want to take the fight, but they back up. And the round resets.
They just threw a smoke in the middle of garage. And that's pretty crazy because it splits up the crossfire that Marv and Ye had. Just blindly, too. And that's not a normal smoke.
No, it's not. It still gives Ye the angle to peek out of garage.
Could be used to feint that they're walking past a trademark, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, OpTic's choosing to break that setup up as Ye gets the space, and they're going right back over towards this A site with Seekers, and they've relied on this.
I've got your trail.
There are the Seekers.
Good KO ult to counter. No utility here from XSET.
Spam through the smoke. Out from Victor. Zekin gets onto the backside and he finds 3 for it. It's just Marv and Ye that are left, and it's a Spectre and a Vandal, so perhaps there's something here, but a 2v5. Almost impossible. And you wonder, do they fight? They don't have a lot of money. I wonder if they just save this. Yeah, it looks like that's the play.
What a decision. When do you see OpTic in NA have to go for a decision like this? To play for OT. The crazy part, too, is they were attempting almost every single clutch. Crash is trying 1v3s. Marv trying 1v2s plenty of times. Not that I'm saying that they should not have.
It just hasn't gone their way.
And XSET is responding. I mean, they've had big moments. From Def, twice. From Zekin.
Match point.
From BCJ. And they are now on match point of map number 1 in this best of 5. To start off, taking a lead against North America's finest. XSET want to make their first international appearance for sure, and badly. They've been waiting so long for a chance at this.
Get out of my way.
Look at that buyout from OpTic. 3 Spectres. Flash through the Trailblazer to find the space. That gravity well is going to delay a bit, though, and now you have the nade. Excellent use of utility by OpTic to delay this push. You ain't delaying that, though.
How many times have we seen Zekin just ace to close out a map? I feel like I've seen it 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Spectres, though.
Yeah, and XSET with the numbers advantage here, so it's not just the gun difference here, it's the numbers, too. Marv has a Cosmic Divide. He's playing real close here.
Across the other side, he got spotted.
BCJ saw it, the spam, he gets the kill. 5v3. OpTic with few answers to Flash. And here they come, the paranoia. You drive the fast lane, the blades don't land, but the bullets don't either. As Victor tries to get one back, but he's not going to do it. Ye's left alone. He's got to snap. He's got to do everything he can, but it's not going to happen. 13-7 is XSET take map.